Today, other interesting business news, you have Target to limit gay pride after last year's business blunder boycott. Now, this is brought to us thanks to the Associated Press, and they say, quote, Target to reduce the number of stores carrying pride-themed merchandise after last year's backlash. And you have, let's see, 30 pictures here. Wow, Associated Press, definitely F- for marketing. Now, going back to the actual substance of the article here, this is by Anna. They say Target confirmed that it won't carry much Pride merchandise at all. The stores begin June after they experienced serious backlash over its collection honoring LGBTQI. No, sorry, there's no QIA today. It's just LGBTQ plus communities. Again, I may speaking ineptitudes. However, if you click the subscribe button, it may assist with my speaking increase in capabilities over time. I have a theory. When I first started the show, only 2-3 people tuned in. Well, now thanks to censorship on some platforms, that's about how many people sees it. But nevertheless, in others, I'm growing, and that's why I'm especially appreciative when you click that subscribe button. But the more subscribers I've gained, the more articulate I've become. Granted, some might argue it's just a modicum of improvement, just barely at all, but I'd argue it has gone up a little bit. Now, that being said, when it comes to this business blunder of the century, I don't want to say they should have seen this coming, but last year, their claim to fame was they got tuck-friendly swimwear, which, again, Pride is merchandise is different from that, I believe. And culturally speaking, in the United States, that's been a big debate, so to say. They had swimwear that was, I was going to say, first designed for women, then redesigned for men. They had, not to get too graphic, there's youth listening, but they have extra room so you can tuck your junk. And, I mean, Target was making some money on that. But that was backlash. And they had the kid pride stuff, and they had the satanic stuff. And I'm not being overly bombastic when I say they say satanic materials there. They actually hired a Satanist designer who made LGBTQ merchandise, and this individual who wore horns and has one of those cow rings, which to me, big red flags. Now, he actually created an enamel pen. This wasn't a cheap little plastic one. This is a nice, it was a heavy duty enamel metallic pen, or pin, sorry. And they sold it at Target and it said, Satan respects pronouns. That was one of the biggest reasons there was a big boycott of Target last year. It wasn't just because they had pride stuff, which they've had for decades, and the company, historically speaking, has been pretty, as some might say, very pride friendly, and they cater to that community and makes a lot of money. Now, when they started to do the trans topics and the pronoun topics, and then targeting the kids, to me, that's why I think there's a big business pushback last year. There's a big boycott. A lot of people just started to avoid them like the plague. Now, it makes total business sense for them to decrease, or in some cases actually eliminate those materials altogether, depending where they are geographically located. Granted, if you have satanic pins, they would immediately sell out in gangbusters over in like San Francisco. I mean, that's just catering to your local audience. But somewhere like Texas, probably not the best. Well, you have Austin and probably sell there pretty good, but probably not Fort Worth, probably not Arkansas. And some of these companies, the district managers have a lot of autonomy. They get to choose what kind of products and how they actually stock their inventory. And with the big backlash last year, I think again, this is unprecedented economical political uncertainty this year. Businesses are going to be even more risk conservative. So I think they're going to be making, if anything, less political statements. They're going to have less controversial merchandise in the stores, and especially Target. There's nothing you need at Target. It's most, I won't say useless, because again, they provide a service, but most extravagant things that no one needs in their life. Again, it's a very nice shopping experience. This store is very well lit. I mean, architecturally speaking, and the aesthetically pleasing. It's a great customer experience, but you don't need it. It really is just Walmart, but more expensive. Again, there's an increase in quality. I understand that, but it is 110% a luxury experience, and you really don't. No one really needs it. And with this economy, it's the easiest thing to just cut from your bill. Why go to Target when you can go to the alternative? You can go to Aldi, you can go to Publix, you can go to Walmart. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a fraction of the price. And Walmart is actually stepping up their games. I forget I was going to say, is it Better Goods? Their marketing isn't good enough for me to remember, but Walmart just launched a quote unquote premium brand that they own, in house. So they have their, top quality, and they have the Equate line for their pharmaceuticals and medicinal and like skin creams and stuff. That's their white label, their in-house brand. That's cheaper than the regular name brand products. And then Better Value, that's the name of that one. So anything from chips, all that stuff, you get Better Value Walmart, which is their brand. Now they're going to have a higher end that's going to be their brand. And the goal of Walmart doing that is to chisel away some of the market share from higher end competitors like Target. So it makes total 110% sense. Now, again, Target, historically speaking, is also headquartered in Minnesota, which is a very blue state. A lot of the policies in which Pride is supporting, a lot of the merchandise. Again, a lot of people there really they love it and they support it. It makes sense in that locality. And I think they're never going to get to the point where they carry nothing. And they're already going to get some pushback from this, from the LGBTQ community. So just not even having enough or having stuff as much merchandise as they used to, that's going to cause a controversy in and of itself. It might lower their ESG score and a couple of other things. It might even have a battery boycott from people on the left. And that's a precarious thing when you're in retail, especially when you're carrying all these products. It's very hard to make everyone happy. But I also think a lot of people who boycotted Target, they're not going back because there's not a big incentive to do so. You're going to spend more money. You'll have a little, again, you'll have a little bit better shopping experience. It'll be a little fancier. But at the end of the day, this is going to be a tough year for a lot of folks, a lot of families. I mean, once you broke that habit of going to a store, getting that customer back is prohibitively expensive. I mean, the rule in most analytics when it comes to gaining customers for the first time versus a returning customer, I mean, it used to be the cliche, or not cliche, the statistic was, it takes it costs 7 times more to get a new customer to retain a customer. So it's gonna be hard for them to all the way around for Target. But let me know in the comments, when's the last time you actually shopped at Target? I mean, have they given you a really compelling reason to go there? Or do you really just think, this will probably not be, there won't be a lot of waves, there won't be a massive boycott? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment or a thumbs up, thumbs down is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.